Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani. 3rd September lesson. This is, and in the evening these lessons come. In the morning these Hindu analysis videos they come. Both the lessons you need to follow here, and these questions are very important for the UPSC context. And I'm referring all the important sources like the Hindu newspaper, the Indian Express newspaper, EPW magazine, PIB data, and other important current affairs sources. So these questions are very important. 8 to 10 questions we are discussing on daily basis. PDF you are getting on the Facebook group and the Telegram channel there. So these lessons are important. Pocket News app is trending on Google Play. Regarding these courses, you can get the information below the video. The description is given there. You can call on these numbers, and this is the website's address there. So chat section is available, and you can get the PDF here, and the Telegram channel's link you will also find there. You can follow me on Instagram too. First question: Indian Institutes of Technology, IIT. Kanpur has been selected for setting up a sophisticated analytical and technical help institution. Sophisticated analytical institution. Sathi, you see this is correct, but it is not IIT Kanpur. It is actually IIT Kharagpur, and Delhi Institute has also been chosen here. So main funding is coming from the Department of Science and Technology, and they are gonna establish this important state-of-the-art institution in IIT Kharagpur there. And it is not the initiative of Niti Aayog, it is the initiative of Department of Science and Technology. So central government through DST is implementing this, and the main aim that in this region, whatever regions are there surrounding these institutions, they must develop and help other important smaller institution, because there is a big lag of a quality, and we have only IIT IIMs as a standard institutions, and they can give them a lot of learning. So that is the main aim here, and they want to upgrade the higher education mainly. So both the statements are wrong here, because it is IIT Kharagpur, not Kanpur. Next, Agenda 2063. Agenda 2063 is related not to NCERT targets, not to global pollution reduction, and not for the sustainable agenda for Asian countries. It is actually the African countries, and the African Union had taken this Agenda 2063 as the important strategic and developmental framework for African continent. You see, since 2015, when this third India Africa Forum was organized by Indian authorities, and since then a lot of cooperation is going on, and this issue is very much highlighted. We are the 4th largest investor in Africa according to 2018 data, and these important areas, they have a lot of potential. Enormous possibilities are there for the Indian business people, and we are finding all the opportunities. The ITEC program of Indian External Affairs Ministry, we are helping a lot to the African nations. Poverty, extremism, and these mafia issues, the civil wars and all, these are the biggest problems out there. If these are solved, then Africa can grow with enormous speed, and all countries know that China, India, they have a kind of a rivalry there in African continent, but African nations, they are more in fear of India, but the capacity of investment, that is also a important issue. So China has enormous capacity, so that's the issue. So we were discussing about this Agenda 2063, that is by African Union. So details are given here, and these data will be important. Recently, the National Conference on India-Africa Partnership, that was held in Delhi, and the theme was India-Africa Partnership in a Changing Global Order: Priorities, Prospects, and Challenges. Okay. Next, Naukai Zohar. Naukai Zohar does not belong to Bihar. It is actually from Odisha, and it is not a folk dance. It's actually a harvest festival. Why harvest festivals are important? Why UPSC asks so many questions? You see, these are celebrated since ancient time, where there were no governments, civilizations, or any systems or not, and those people were practicing primitive agriculture. So there were a lot of difficulties. Pests were also there, and there were lesser possibilities of huge production, and always they were struggling. There were no fertilizers and all, and there were no specific facilities. So agriculture was a kind of a great science for those people. They waited, they took care for those harvest crops and all, and in the end, when they cut these crops and they get their stores of the grains, then those new grains are the biggest happiness, were the biggest happiness for those people, and that's why they have a deep meaning, they have a deep importance, and that is going on for centuries now, maybe millennials. And Naukhai means new thing that you eat. So Naukhai, Nuakhai, Nuakhai is Zohar, and mainly the rice crop is important there in this region. It's the eastern part of India, so rice is the important crop. So the new rice that they eat, that means Nokhai Zuhar. So both the statements are wrong, and it is the Odisha state there. So D9 is the answer. Okay, next, according to National Biofuel Policy, we had discussed this issue that in 2018 we came up with this biofuel policy. For last 6 to 7 years we have been talking about this issue, and many plants are supporting here, like the Jetrapa Kurkas, where we get the biodiesel. So that's very important. Europe has taken many initiatives. European countries are using biodiesel a lot, so that's an important example. Euro 6 norms we are following there. So Europe has a lot of direction for developing nations. So that is one area. Now ethanol is blended in petrol, and biodiesel in diesel. But what is the percentage that is given in the biofuel policy? Actually the answer is D. 20% ethanol blending is allowed, and that must be pure, and biodiesel is 5% in the main diesel, and there will be no harmful impact in the engine or something like that. So this much percentage is allowed. Actually the reports say that more than these numbers they can add, but the safe limit is 20% for ethanol in petrol and 5% for biodiesel. The details are given here. You can go through those things, and by 2030 we have this target for reaching these standards. Okay, next, Yuddhabhyas. Is it a naval exercise, air exercise, or joint military exercise? It is actually one of the biggest joint military exercises, and it is happening between India and America for the last 15 years. 15th edition is gonna start now, and this time it will be there in America, in Washington, from 5 to 18 September. So this is Yuddhabhyas between India and America, and you see many things strategically important, and defense wise these are important, weapon wise and security system wise, which are important, where we are cooperating a lot. So India is one of the largest joint running military training and defense cooperation, and this time the 15th edition is going on, and it will be held in America there. Next, Mount Leo Pargil. It's an important geography question, because recently an important battalion of Indian Army, they have scaled this mountain. It's a very tough mountain to reach there, and in which range it is found? Karakoram, Dholadhar, Jaskar, Ladakh. You see, all are associated with the Kashmir Himalayas, you may say, or Karakoram range, that is the northernmost layer where all these important glaciers are present, Siachen, Baltor and all. Dholadhar in the Jammu region it is found, and it extends up to Himachal Pradesh region. Jaskar range, Jaskar and Ladakh, these two are there in the southeastern Kashmir. Between Ladakh and Jaskar, the Indus River flows, but the answer of Mount Leo Pargil is Jaskar range, because in the Kinnaur district of Himachal Pradesh, in Jaskar range, this mountain is located. It is the third highest mountain in Himachal Pradesh, and in the Jaskar range it is present there. On 20th of August, the important expedition was there, and they hoisted national flag there on Mount Leo Pargil. So that's important, and a challenging climb was there. You can see the map. The river Shyok, the important right bank tributary of Indus, meeting here, and the Nubra is the tributary of Shyok itself. Nubra Valley you must have heard about a lot of times, and this is the Siachen Glacier, Nubra Valley here, and Karakoram range, Ladakh range, Jaskar range, it is Leh, and here this is Dholadhar range, which extends like that. So that mountain is there in Jaskar range. Next, Global Fund for AIDS, TB and Malaria. I have told you about this important fund many times. First statement is correct. World's largest financer of AIDS, TB and malaria prevention. So correct statement. Second statement is wrong, because it is not a component of WHO. Although WHO's important cooperation is needed there, and it is going on, but it is not a component of WHO specifically. Next, it's a financial mechanism, and it is not an implementing agency, that's for sure, because it gives financing and $500 million it has given to India also. And recently in the sixth funding round, we have pledged to give some amount there, and that is a improved contribution from India. 10% increase is there. So third is also correct. First and third, they are right option. B is the right option here. You can see for this cycle 2022, the replenishment cycle, we are pledging $22 million, and you see we are the first country among G20 and BRICS countries where we have achieved the replenishment milestone there. So we are supporting this move because that is extremely important for India. Malaria, TB and AIDS, all these three are big killers in India. So that's why it is the sixth cycle that we have pledged something here. And Microsoft founder Bill Gates was one of the first private foundations who gave this huge donation, and in 2002 January this was started there. Okay, so they gave seed money there, and this fund is going on, the biggest fund for these important diseases. Okay, world's largest financer for AIDS, TB and malaria. They have helped African nations, they have helped Indian bodies and all, and a lot of fund is coming. Okay, you can see. Next, and one more important thing, implemented by country partners. This is only a financial mechanism, financial body. Next, ranking of such iconic places. It was released by Union Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation. You see, this is not a ministry anymore. Ministry of Jal Shakti is there, and DWS, Drinking Water and Sanitation, is an important department under that. So Ministry of Jal Shakti has actually released this such iconic places index, and this year Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine has topped this list. So both the statements are wrong here. See, last year, the special award was given to Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine, and that was at second place at that time, and Golden Temple was at the first place. This year, Vaishno Devi Shrine Board has been given this award, and Mata Vaishno Devi Temple has actually topped this iconic places list, the cleanest area according to this index by Ministry of Jal Shakti. This list has been released. So both the statements are wrong here. D none is the answer. Okay, you can see Trikuta Hills, Riyasi district, where this is located, and a lot of details are coming regarding this area. And obviously Jammu Kashmir state, when it was, now it is gonna become becoming a union territory, and such Mahotsav was to be organized from 6th September 2019 by Drinking Water and Sanitation Department under Ministry of Jal Shakti. So they have given this award. Next, Association of World Election Bodies, AWEB. AWEB is the first global organization of election management bodies across countries. You see, in 2013, Korea proposed this, and certainly it is the first global organization of election management bodies, and we have given important contribution there. Our link is very important here because with the Election Commission of India's suggestion, they have made a charter of it. So India is certainly a member, and 97 members are there. So second statement is perfectly wrong. First is correct. Only one is the answer here, and you can see the detail. 1921, for this particular term, Sunil Arora, the former CEC, assumed chairmanship of this AWEB body. Okay, he is serving CEC, and this time we have taken chair from Romania. So that's important multilateral platform for election management bodies, and the details are given here. In 2013, Songdo was the area in South Korea where they established this body, and they proposed this important institution. Now current chairman is Sunil Arora from Republic of India. So that's a detail, and we will meet again tomorrow. This PDF will be given to you in that particular group. So thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Sani.